Hey everyone, it's Kevin from GetKevInsight.com. So this is really interesting. I got to work at about 7 a.m. this morning, and I see this mallard duck. It was a male mallard duck that was just kind of walking along by itself. It seemed odd to me because there was no one else around. Nothing else was happening. It was very quiet. B, it was pouring rain. And C, this duck was by itself, kind of just walking along, no urgency, nothing was wrong, everything was great. And I'm thinking in my head, I gotta take a picture of this. So I did. And I'm trying to think in my mind, every time I see a symbol like that, I know it's meant for me, because this duck is basically just sometimes standing there, just minding its own business, then walking a little bit more. No urgency, wasn't squawking or making any noises. Very peaceful. And I'm like, okay, so what am I taking away from this? And why do I keep seeing animals? Because yesterday I saw in my meditation a jellyfish, and I discussed that. And then I also, yesterday as well, had another video about how spirits contact us, and how my mother's mom, my grandmother, saw a duck, had a toy duck that she buried next to my grandmother's grave. So ducks, for some reason, was just in my mind, and this mallard duck was. And the duck is so content. And I'm thinking in my mind, like, what is this? So what it is what I could gather is that this duck was by itself. It was not following a pack of other ducks, another group. It was by itself. It's going its own way. And even through the chaos of the rain, it was remaining calm. It was present, wasn't worrying about where it was going. It was just strolling along, taking some breaks, strolling along, just being in the present. And I thought that was so interesting because that's kind of my journey. I'm going, outside of the norm, going through this intuitive work. Even though things are chaotic around me sometimes, especially in the world, I need to remain in the present and grounded and calm. And so I just thought this was an amazing lesson that I thought I would share with you, that this duck didn't have a care in the world. It was living in the present. And even though rain was pouring on it, and I know it likes water, but I know ducks like water, but even though rain was pouring all over it, it was just minding its own business. Everything was fine in that moment. Even though it was chaotic, it was still okay. And I just got to keep remembering that. I got to be the duck. Not only do I have to be the jellyfish, I got to be the duck now too. So I just thought it was interesting, and I wanted to share it with you. And I also thought it was interesting that yesterday I had that discussion on video about that toy duck that my grandmother had. So ducks seem to be a thing lately, as well as other birds. Armando and I have seen hawks, and we talked about penguins and owls and robins. Hummingbirds have been talked about. All these birds lately, which often are messengers from the other side. They kind of talk with the bird, talk through birds. Birds are always there, especially when it's a moment when when you notice it and you go, oh, that's so interesting. And I was meant to see that. So I hope you're having a great day. Even through the chaos, try to find your calm, your grounding. And if it's okay if you're not doing what everyone else is doing, be your own duck. You don't have to follow a pack. Stroll along, be in the present, be in the now, and do what makes you happy. As long as it doesn't hurt yourself or other people. Do what makes yourself happy. All right, everyone. If this resonated with you, please like, share, and subscribe. And I hope you have a beautiful day. I'm sending you so much love. All right, take care. Bye-bye.